There is nothing more powerful in this world than a fracture of consciousness. You can change your hair color, your clothes, your address, your citizenship, or even your wife. But unless you change your mindset, the events around you will duplicate themselves time after time. Because everything that has changed has only changed on the outside, while on the inside of you, everything remains the same, remains as it was. If you want something from life, if you want to change yourself, if you want to get something, to reach some peaks, to get rid of bad habits, you will have to sweat. It's hard. Most people live their lives without ever realizing what their talents are, and those who know them are far from always engaged in their development. The only thing that can make you happy, my friend, is stepping up a notch. It's realizing what you're capable of. To touch the state when you break through the viscosity of everyday life, and at least out of the corner of your eye, but you see as if from the side of the true you, when you dive headlong into the swamp of your fears and fight them to keep going. That's when the events you've been waiting for begin to happen. If you never find the courage to realize this or that opportunity, if you keep going around trying to convince the people around you of something or, God forbid, to get their approval, it will all end with you breaking down, and people will get it into your head that what you're doing doesn't make sense. And then you'll give up on your dream. How much time do you have left? How much time? We don't know, do we? Most of us never use what we're given with life. Stop wasting your life. If you want something, you have to become relentless, even ruthless. You have to learn to be resourceful, idea-oriented. Find the strength to stay afloat no matter what. That's the quality of a winner. You have to learn to be thirsty. You have to learn to lose, to suffer defeat time after time and still not give up. All of these are necessary qualities of a winner. I cannot describe this power to you, but I know that it exists. It is revealed to a person when he realizes what he wants and fully dedicates himself to achieving it. There is greatness in everyone. One must learn not to hear the critics around them. I will bend my will. I will not let anything stop me. I deserve it. Most people easily give up on themselves and for nothing. The human spirit is incomprehensibly powerful. It's almost impossible to kill. You're unstoppable, you're strong, nothing can stop you. Just so you know, most people live their lives with a handbrake that keeps dragging them backwards. Decide finally for yourself that you're going to move forward. Focus on yourself. And once you convince yourself of all of this, once you get stronger in this new state of consciousness, you'll see how everything you do changes. You will be shocked at how radically your perception of this world will change, how much all your actions and their results will change when you start telling yourself every day, this is me, and I already have everything I need in me. This is my day, and nothing is going to stop me today. The two most important days in life are the day you show up in the world and the day you realize why. Mark Twain. I don't think any of us have dreams that weren't given to us just for the purpose of realizing them. Destiny. If you feel that you have something to give to people, if your talent is worth developing, worth pursuing, there's nothing in this world that you can't accomplish. I applaud you for your dreams, for going after them. I admire you for believing in yourself, because that's the most important thing in life. Stressing, testing, finding ways to better yourself. Having a dream is not just an opportunity, it's a necessity. You shouldn't be afraid to go after what is rightfully yours in this universe. It's natural that logic will tell you it's impossible. But if you want to achieve inadequately, to live your dream, you will have to become an inadequate person. When you grow up, everyone is constantly trying to make you believe that the world is the way it is, and that you should live in it in such a way that you don't shake its walls too much. Such a life is very limited. In fact, it is much more spacious. And when you finally realize that everything around you was created by people just like you, When you realize that, you will never be the same again. I mean, it's so hard. Why do people do it? Why do they do it? Why do they climb those mountain tops? Why would Nelson Mandela give 26 years of his life? Why do people do this? Yes, it's incredibly difficult, but it's worth it. And to realize that, you do have to get to that final step. You have to be crazy about it because it's your obsession and was created for it. Supposed to build something? Build, invent? Invent. Yes, but I'm not very good at it yet. Well, you better fucking learn. In case you've forgotten, I'll remind you. History's not only read, it's also written. Written by people who are not afraid to dream. And don't stop. Don't stop. Never stop moving towards your goal. Our greatest fear is not that we are imperfect. Far more, we are afraid of being incredibly capable. The light, not the darkness. It is the light that scares us the most. What people think of you or your dream, it shouldn't concern you at all. Trust me, they will tell you with one voice that it's impossible just because they haven't seen it themselves. That's good enough for them. Understand, history is not only studied, it's also written. It's written by people who aren't afraid to dream. You have to take it at your word that you'll do it. That you won't give up until you get to the end. You'll cut off all protests. You'll never be disappointed. You won't lose enthusiasm. You won't think, screw it. I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You have to understand that it's part of the program. Just like a physically weak person can get stronger by training muscles, a weak-willed person can strengthen his core by training the right mindset. If you get rid of weakness and look at everything through the lens of your goals, you will become one of the chosen ones who see failure as just another step to success. Michael, a few words. How do you feel after this defeat? You will be surprised, but such people have absolutely any circumstances. They manage to make them work in their favor. Those who sacrifice a little will achieve a little. And the one who wants a lot, he knows that he will have to sacrifice a lot. What you start doing tomorrow will change your life. The basic ingredient of human progress is discipline. If you are hooked on the right things, consider the deed done. Learn to enjoy yourself. To be happy that you, unlike others, are able to force yourself to do what you have to do. It would be hard, very hard, but you're going to work just as hard for it. And when you've worked your ass off, when you've exhausted yourself, you'll realize that it was worth it. You'll realize that now you're ready.